Hello?
.30 The Tiger is your home for Bowl Madness in 2024. Join us for the Frisco Bowl, Tuesday, December 17th, between Memphis and West Virginia. Kickoff time is 8 p.m. Bowl Madness on 11:30 The Tiger is brought to you by Daiquiri Express, the Shreveport Rougarou, the Bourbon Bar, and ABC Senior Services. Catch all the bowl action streaming live for free inside your 11:30 The Tiger mobile app.
Prescription products require completion of an online medication consultation with an independent healthcare provider through the LifeMD platform and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Individual results may vary. Additional restrictions apply at lifemd.com. Read all warnings before using GLP-1s. Side effects may include a risk of thyroid C-cell tumors. Do not use GLP-1s if you or your family have a history of thyroid cancer.
Should GLP-1 weight loss medication like Wegovy and Zepbound cost hundreds of dollars? We don't think so. TryLifeMD.com helps provide insurance access to the leading GLP-1 medications. Visit TryLifeMD.com and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0. Listen to Tara's story after losing 42 pounds.
You just take your shot. It doesn't feel like you're on a diet. What I wasn't expecting it to do was to shut off the food noise. I've gone from 237 to 195. This was life-altering, and if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Get started right now and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0 at TryLifeMD.com. That's TryLifeMD.com.
Are you ready to take your brand to new heights? At Town Square Media, your success is our ultimate goal. At Town Square Media, we understand that reaching your audience across various platforms is essential in today's fast-paced landscape. One size fits none in the realm of marketing. See firsthand how Town Square Media crafts tailored solutions that align with your unique goals. Whether it's increasing brand awareness, driving sales, or fostering community engagement, our ability to customize strategies that deliver exactly what you need when you need it. Town Square Media isn't just a partner. We're your brand's most passionate advocate. See how Town Square Media can transform your vision into a reality that resonates, engages, and inspires. Call and schedule your free business analysis today. 318-688-1130. 318-688-1130. Your brand story starts here with Town Square Media, where innovation meets impact, and your success is our priority.
I'm Tiffany, founder of Harlem Pilates. When I couldn't find Pilates in my neighborhood, I started a studio from my studio apartment. Chase Inc. helped me grow from 1 Pilates studio to 3. Because when you start small, you're going to need some big help.
With the Chase Inc. Business Cash Card, you can earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. NA member FDIC. Subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Scarlett Johansson. My family relied on public assistance to help provide meals for us. These meals help fuel my love for acting. When people are fed, futures are nourished. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Tiger weather now.
Cool out here again this afternoon. Milder this weekend with showers and storms expected over the weekend. More clouds and sunshine out here this afternoon. Highs around 60. Late night showers and storms tonight, mid-50s. Scattered showers, even storms Saturday night. Breezy tomorrow, highs upper 60s. Mainly morning showers Sunday, low to mid-70s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone at the Weather Channel.
KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Your home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station. The following is a paid program. Participants of this program are not employees of this station, and their views, opinions, and claims do not necessarily represent those of Town Square Media, its employees, or advertisers.
The following program is paid for by Tim Fletcher.
Good afternoon. It's the Patrick Netherton Show.
Voice of the Demons, right?
Yes.
Touchdown, Demons!
Brined, marinated, or dry rubbed, it's sports the way you like it.
Sports Center Top 10 right there!
Talking to the biggest names, bringing you the best interviews.
He actually smokes his beans.
Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All.
The cooler is full, and the brisket is resting.
Just a nice little pull, and it comes right apart. That's perfect.
We eat ribs with this dude.
Here's your master of ceremonies, the Kansas City Barbecue Society certified expert.
Throw the fade, looking for Ferguson. Got it!
Patrick Netherton.
13-yard touchdown. Demons are back in it. And good afternoon. We welcome you in. It's the Patrick Netherton Show right here on 1130 The Tiger. Yeah. What's up, everybody? How we doing? How's your mom and them? How's your family? Everybody feeling good? Happy? It's a Friday. We made it to the end of the week. Including today, 5 more shows before we're off for the Christmas break. If you don't include today, we're only doing 4 shows next week. Is what I'm trying to get at. Just 4 shows. 4 shows next week, and then we are off for Christmas vacation. And hey, we're excited. We're gonna get through it. We're excited to have you with us. It's a good day, man. I know it's kind of dreary outside and kind of cold, and you know the weather outside is frightful. But at the Patrick Netherton Show, it's so delightful. And since you've got no place to go, hey, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. I don't know what that has to do with anything. But yeah, we're here. We're hanging out. We're excited to have you with us. It's a lovely day today. And it's a good day for us, good day for you. Hope everybody is doing well, and things are good in your world. I hope. That's certainly my wish for all of you, is that you're having good days today. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. We're also streaming. We have an app. We've got phone numbers and text lines. And then today we've got our man Tyler Moody. That's right. Coming up at 2:20, it is Patrick's Picks and Moody's Moneymakers. By the way, we are going through the end of the NFL regular season schedule. So just a couple more weeks. Obviously, next week we'll probably do our picks on Thursday. The week after, we're not on at all for the next week, so we'll probably just post those online somewhere on our Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. But yeah, we are as of right now, no shows. 4 shows next week, and then the week after, the week of Christmas, it will be no shows at all for us. So So there you go. We're gonna get you through, though, get you ready for the holidays, and hopefully have a little fun along the way. Commanders and Saints, Cowboys and Panthers. Panthers are favored in a game for the first time in over 2 seasons. They're favored for the first time in 33 games, and it just so happens they're favored over the Cowboys of all people. So Dallas fans, that probably doesn't make you super excited, I would imagine. Probably not feeling good about things that way. But yeah, so we got that happening, and just excited, brother. Excited, happy that things are going well, and hopefully things are going well for you. The Independence Bowl is happening coming up on the 28th, so basically 2 weeks from tomorrow, and I'll be out there doing PA for that, so looking forward to that as well. All right, Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger on the AM dial, 103.3 on the FM dial. You can also reach us in a variety of ways. You can call us if you like on the Pearl Shreveport hotline. The Pearl Shreveport hotline is 318-RALLY-45, 318-725-5945.
Hello.
Hey, Coach O. Merry Christmas, Coach O. Hope you're doing well. You can also reach us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line. That number is 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426, also known as the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line. We are available on, as we mentioned, on the AM dial and the FM dial, but we're also available in streaming. We're on multiple streaming platforms. If you are so inclined to want to find us on any of those streaming platforms, we are available. You can find us either on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. We're available on all of those. So if you are someone who likes to pay attention to us on the stream, we are available on any of our streaming platforms. Facebook.com/Netherton Show. YouTube.com/@Netherton Show, then Twitch.tv/Netherton Show, and then the only outlier is our Twitter handle, or X, if you will. That is @PT Netherton, @PT Netherton. All the rest of them are some form of @Netherton Show, Patrick Netherton Show, whatever. So you should be able to put Netherton in just about anywhere and be able to find us. NETHERTON. As always, we ask you, if you are watching us on any of our streaming platforms, please say hi. That would be very nice of you if you would. Also, make sure that you like the stream. And if you have not followed our pages, please follow our pages. Like, follow, subscribe to our various pages. We would appreciate it. That also helps our metrics as well. All right, we got a lot of things to get into today. We're going to do that coming up in just a bit. Marshawn Lattimore making his debut naturally against the Saints, Commanders and Saints. We got Cowboys and Panthers. We've got bowl games already happening. That's going on next week. You've got actually, I think you might have a bowl game tomorrow, as a matter of fact. I believe the first bowl game is tomorrow. You've got the Independence Bowl going on with Army and Marshall. And, man, just a lot of good stuff happening in the world of sports right now. So feel free to give us a shout. You've got new head coaches being named all over the place. You've got transfer portal galore. You got Brian Kelly, breaking news from Brian Kelly. He's gonna match up to $1 million of donations to the LSU collective, NIL collective. So Brian Kelly putting his actual money where his proverbial mouth is, and is going to help out. So if $1 million donated, $1 million in new money donated to the LSU NIL collective, and Brian Kelly and his wife will match that. So that will be an extra $1 million in the kitty, if you will, for the LSU NIL collective. So that's going on, and a lot of other news happening that we'll get to. Had a guy quit on the 49ers last night. I didn't watch any of that game. I couldn't have pried me to the TV, and you'd have to open, like Clockwork Orange, where they force that guy's eyes open. Yeah, you'd have had to force my eyes open to watch the Rams and the 49ers last night. I could not have cared less about that particular game. So, and apparently it wasn't very good either, but ultimately the Rams got the win. The Niners are in a free fall. They got guys that are refusing to play. It's a bit of a mess. So we can get into some of that, if you will, the thought process behind a kid. They are still kids, most of them, refusing to play. We can get into some of that as well. So we'd love to hear from you. Again, you can call us on the Pearl Shreveport hotline, 318-RALLY-45, 318-725-5945, or you can text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. We mentioned our 4 streaming platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Please, if you do, go subscribe, like, follow. When you're watching our stream, please give us some reactions. Those help us get a little more reach, help us get out a little bit more, and so we'd appreciate that if you would help us out with that. We're also available via the app if you want to tune in that way. All you have to do is go to the Apple iTunes Store or the Google Play Store. Search for 1130 The Tiger. Put that in there, and it will give you an opportunity to download the 1130 The Tiger app, and you can listen to us in crystal clear HD audio. Yeah, sounds really good, just like that tiger right there. Does sound pretty good. And now, ladies and germs, the man, the myth, the legend, Rogers E. Hampton Jr.
We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, and in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Munchkinland.
Hey, boy!
Hey, boy.
Hi, man.
Hello.
What's up, my dude?
Made it through the week.
You did. How you feeling, brother? You sound a little
Not
better.
good.
You sound a little better, though, which is good. I mean, you do sound okay.
The throat's trying to strike it, reverse it.
Put that thing down, flip it, and reverse it?
Yeah, it's trying to backtrack on me and starting to burn again.
No, man. Dang, Hambone. Well, the good news is you don't have to do anything this weekend. I mean, I'm assuming you don't have anything to do this weekend. I'm guessing you don't have any.
I got some Christmas shopping I need to do.
Oh, okay.
Feeling like this, I'm not getting out and about.
Well, the good news is, I guess if you're Christmas shopping, if you know what you want, you don't have to talk to anybody, I guess.
Still got to be around people.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Unfortunately, I have to talk this weekend. I got a basketball game tomorrow. So I gotta do some talking and I mean, fine. It is what it is. But dang, son, I'm Rogers. It sucks. And by the way, I talked to my ear, nose, and throat doctor, who's a good friend, and I asked him about this particular strain of rhinovirus that's going around, and he said it's a beast, man. He said people are it's holding on to people for a week, 10 days. He said normally these things, a week you're good, you're back to where you want to be. He said this thing is holding on to people for a while, and the problem is because it's a virus, there's not really much they can do for it. It's viruses don't. Antibiotics don't do anything for a virus. Viruses are one of those things that you just have to let it run its course. You treat all the symptoms, and then just hope that it after a while it kind of peters out. But apparently this one's extra brutal this year because it is lingering. I know a few people that have it, and lingering chest congestion, coughing, all of that stuff is hanging on. So. Hambone, I hate it for you, brother. I hope the weekend gets you back feeling right, because that is, being sick is no fun. Certainly no fun being sick. especially when it lingers like this and hangs on. That's even worse. Just, get it out of your system, get it, 3-4 days, whatever, the congestion, move to your chest, all that coughing, whatever, and then be done with it. But apparently this particular strain is not letting people go that easily. So I certainly hope for the best for you, brother. And obviously, I'm here this weekend, so if I need to drop anything off on the doorstep, you just holler at me, brother. I will happily come and make a little delivery for you if you need me to. So you just let me know. I will make that happen. All right, so on the docket today, we need to talk about a few different things. 49ers player that quit. We need to talk about the Marshawn Lattimore. We need to talk about the college football awards that happened last night, and and how the Heisman Trophy is potentially impacted by what we saw from the awards last night. There's a lot of talk about Travis Hunter and what he may do or be thinking about doing, and when he goes to the NFL, what that might end up being. Who knows? We've got Odell Beckham is back in the news again. Odell Beckham is moving on from the Dolphins, so we can get into that, and then whatever else is on your mind, we'd love to hear from you. You got women's basketball tomorrow in Natchitoches, so if you're someone who doesn't mind a little women's basketball and wants to go down and enjoy the Christmas lights, I'm worried about the weather though. Looks like the weather is not going to be ideal for going and enjoying anything outside tomorrow, and I hate that because that's where you want to be. You want to be able to be out there and enjoying some fun outside on the weekend. But it looked like Rogers, for you, it looks like it's going to be a good weekend to just huddle up indoors, get in bed, watch some Christmas movies or rock documentaries. Speaking of, I still need to watch the Yacht Rock documentary. I'll probably get that done sometime this weekend, and definitely need to do that. But yeah, so everyone send their thoughts and best wishes to our boy Hambone as he battles through the crud that he has got. Don't forget, coming up at 2:20, we will talk with Tyler Moody. It will be Patrick's Picks and Moody's Moneymakers. I mentioned we are probably going to do this for the next 4 weeks. This will be the first of 4 weeks. We're going to go through the NFL regular season, which is what we normally do. That'll also give me the opportunity to jump in and get some college picks in, some bowl picks. I got a couple of bowl picks in my slate this weekend, so. We'll have the opportunity to get a few bowl games in there as well. And you never know. We might, during that time frame will be the first round of the college football playoff. And, we might just pick those. And obviously I'll probably have a pick or two off of those games as well. And like I mentioned before, at this point, I'm leaning towards all underdogs. Again, I don't think all the underdogs are going to win, but it sure looks like the underdogs could certainly have a lot of success. So I'm currently leaning toward potentially looking at all underdogs for the first round, at least in terms of picks, if not in terms of actual who's going to win the game. I'm thinking just in terms of the picks. That's what I'm looking at. So we'll see. We'll see what the thought process is. But I at this point, I'm definitely looking, kind of leaning towards all underdogs on my picks for the first round of the playoffs. Again, I don't think all the underdogs are going to win outright. I'm just looking at them in terms of the picks themselves. All right. Let's take a break. It is the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Hambone still battling under the weather. Hope for good things for our boy Hambone, that he will get to feeling a little bit better, because it is again, that rhinovirus is working some folks over. That is for sure. If you want to get in touch with us, you can call us on the Pearl Shreveport hotline. That is 318-RALLY-45, 318-725-5945. Or you can text us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line. That number is 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Hit us up on our streaming platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch. And when you're there, give us a react, give us a thumbs up, say hi, give us some reaction. That helps our numbers out. We would appreciate it if you do that. We'll take a break, come back on the Patrick Netherton Show.
The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl matchup is now set, pitting the Marshall Thundering Herd against the number 22 Army West Point Black Knights, and Bowl Week is packed with excitement, from the Mardi Gras preview parade and Battle of the Bands to the free Rally on the Red concert. Get your tickets now at RadianceTechnologiesIndependenceBowl.com and join us for the ultimate football celebration, kicking off at 8:15 on Saturday, December 18th in prime time. Don't miss it. The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, where legends are made.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too. And that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Louisiana Army National Guard. Aired by the Louisiana Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Dude, it's time to head to Grandma's for the holiday feast.
I mean, didn't you just smoke a bowl?
Yeah, but it's cool, man. Grandma won't notice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Someone noticed, and it wasn't Grandma. If you think that others can't tell that you've been smoking marijuana and driving high, think again. Always remember, if you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI.
Prescription products require completion of an online medication consultation with an independent healthcare provider through the LifeMD platform and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Individual results may vary. Additional restrictions apply at lifemd.com. Read all warnings before using GLP-1s. Side effects may include a risk of thyroid C-cell tumors. Do not use GLP-1s if you or your family have a history of thyroid cancer.
Should GLP-1 weight loss medication like Wegovy and Zepbound cost hundreds of dollars? We don't think so. TryLifeMD.com helps provide insurance access to the leading GLP-1 medications. Visit TryLifeMD.com to get your free insurance benefits check and see your eligibility in minutes. Listen to Tara's story after losing 42 pounds.
You just take your shot. It doesn't feel like you're on a diet. What I wasn't expecting it to do was to shut off the food noise. I'd gone from 237 to 195. This was life-altering, and if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Get started right now with your free insurance benefits check and see your eligibility for coverage in minutes at TryLifeMD.com. That's TryLifeMD.com.
Everyone's broken a phone, but not just anybody can fix one. Don't trust your phone to a fly-by-night shop. And don't try to fix it yourself. Let the experts at Batteries Plus keep you connected by replacing your screen, repairing your phone, or replacing a battery for you. Walk in anytime or make an appointment at batteriesplus.com and save $10. Trust the experts at Batteries Plus.
Hi, I'm Kamiko, the founder of Miko's Hot Chicken. When we started our family restaurant, we were also raising a family. But let me tell you, it wasn't easy. Our Chase Inc. card was there to reward us on all of our business needs. Now we have a thriving location, and we're hungry for more.
With the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card, you can earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase, so your business can go from here to possible. Chase for Business. Make more with yours. Real business owners compensated for their participation. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisdewitt.com. Paid on lawyer spokesperson Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
The all-new Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors is now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall. The Tiger Den is a super fan superstore. All your favorite team colors and apparel for women, men, and kids, even infants. Polo shirts from brands like Cutter and Buck, cool hats and caps, boots and belts, purses and jewelry. Oh, you are going to love the jewelry. The Tiger Den has everything for decorating and serving on game day, even custom game day t-shirts. The Tiger Den at Jimmy Grande Outdoors, a superfan superstore, now open in the Shreveport Auto Mall.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger.
Welcome back to the Patrick Netherton Show.
Another guy with a very distinctive voice. Rogers, Lenny? Is that right? Lemmy, right, with an M. Okay, I thought I couldn't remember if it was Lenny or Lemmy. Killmeister? Killmister?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Gotta love that voice, man. And that is a rocking song, if ever there was one. Motorhead.
But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever. And don't forget the Joker.
There you go. Trey had already written, "Don't forget the Joker." There it was. Don't forget the Joker. Got to get the ace of spades, kids. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Hope everyone is doing well. We are bebopping along. Hey, here's something fun. I can't actually use my Roku. The Roku is not working correctly, and I don't know why. Very strange. So, yeah, that's very odd, to say the least. Anyway, the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Hambone, that's him. Patrick, that would be me. If you'd like to reach us, you can do so. A couple of ways to do that. You can call us on the Pearl Shreveport hotline, 318-RALLY-45, 318-725-5945. Or you can reach us on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line. That number is 318-6570-HAM. 318-657-0426. We have a couple of texts to get to over on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line. Ernie asks, who is Army playing? I saw the whole Marshall teams in the transfer portal. Well, look, that's a little hyperbole to say that the entire team is in the transfer portal. Last I saw, I think it was about 24, 25 kids in the portal, and obviously the coach is gone as well. The word is that the Marshall squad is they are prepping. They are doing what they normally would do to get ready for the Independence Bowl. So last couple of news and notes that I've seen have all basically been let's get the guys that are left. Let's get ready and let's go. By the way, with Rich Rod now at the helm of West Virginia and Tony Gibson now at the helm of Marshall, the talk is, hey, maybe there's a chance that they can play each other. Apparently, they refer to it as the Coal Bowl, that the game between Marshall and West Virginia. Now, keep in mind, Rich Rod knows his West Virginia. He obviously was the coach there. He knows his West Virginia. But according to him, it doesn't look like that game will be being played. Tony Gibson, who said that they asked him about potentially playing in the Coal Bowl, the Friends of Coal Bowl game. He said, I've had the honor to work for a lot of great head football coaches. One of them just got hired at the school up north, and obviously that's West Virginia. He said, so I think it's time for the Friends of Coal Bowl again. They asked West Virginia head coach Rich Rodriguez about it, and he said, Gibby is a great friend of mine, was a great staff member, and we're still very dear friends. But if you think I've spent 1 second thinking about Marshall, you're wrong. I could care less what's going on in Huntington. He actually meant I couldn't care less, because that's a very common misnomer, but it is, I couldn't care less about what's going on at West Virginia. And they mentioned the history of the Friends of the Coal Bowl. They played in 1911, 1914, 1915, 1923. Then they took a small 74-year hiatus before playing again in 1997. Then they took 9 years off before they played in 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, and 12. And they have not played since then. And by the way, West Virginia has never lost to Marshall. So there you go. There's the closest, it was a 17-15 West Virginia win in 1911. Then 20-0 in 14. How about this one? 1915. West Virginia beat Marshall 92-6. 92-6. Then in 23, 8 years later, West Virginia beat Marshall 81-0. The old 81-0 score. And the crazy thing is, you lose 81-0, and that's not the worst loss you had, at least in terms of scoring margin, in that matchup. That ought to tell you something. Then the games after that have been a little more reasonable. 97, it was 42-31. Then 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, and 12. West Virginia won reasonably comfortably, with the exception of 2010, where West Virginia won by 3. So, apparently doesn't look like West Virginia has any desire to go back and play Marshall in the Friends of the Coal Bowl. Although, I'll be honest with you, I love regional rivalries. I wish that more teams played regional rivalries. I want LSU playing someone in state every year, which they are, and I believe they've got Tech and Southeastern this year. do the Tigers. So I love that, right? If you're gonna go play a quote unquote buy game, then for goodness sakes, make it a game that actually will mean something to people around here. That I don't understand why you wouldn't, right? Why wouldn't you have an opportunity for these guys to go and play? Like that's just, it just makes sense. The in-state schools should be playing each other. Lafayette and Monroe should play each other, although they do because they're in the same league. Tech and Monroe should play each other. Tech and Lafayette should play each other. Tulane and Tech and Lafayette and Monroe, like all of these, it doesn't have to be every year, right? You don't have to play every year. Obviously, ULM and Lafayette do because they're in the same league. Tulane's in the American, and Tech is in Conference USA. So there's, but let's do this once every 4 or 5 years, right? Let's have Tech and Lafayette play. Let's have Tulane and Lafayette play. Like at least do a home and home every 5 years or so. I think that makes so much sense, and I don't understand why. I get it. You don't want to lose to an in-state school. You don't want to be seen as the little brother, all that. But come on, man. These games are good. These games are good for they're good for the soul. They're good for the state. Like, make it happen, man. It doesn't make any sense that these teams would not play each other. I honestly don't understand the concept of not looking to play the in-state schools. And again, I'd love that LSU stepped up and is doing that. That's a feather in the cap of LSU. Obviously, that was Skip was kind of the guy who got that off the ground, Skip Burtman, and sort of kind of went to the idea of doing that, and quite frankly, should be doing it. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. All right, let's get back to the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, 318-657-0HAM, 318-657-0426. Randy said double Budweiser for Rogers will knock it out this weekend. Look, if this was going to get knocked out by Budweiser, I can assure you it would have already been knocked out. That's a Rogers Hampton guarantee right there. What do y'all call it in the morning, Rogers? A Hampton promise or a Hampton guarantee or whatever it is, like
Hampton Hard Rock Stand.
There you go. Yeah. If Budweiser was going to knock out whatever Hambone has in him, it wouldn't. It already happened. That Budweiser would already been in there saying, "You gon' get virus, you get, gon' get." That's what it definitely would have happened. Rogers, Rogers is more or less pickled at this point in his life by the Budweiser. I will say this though, like, look, I got to give credit to Hambone. He's still getting a ton of grains in his life. Hops and barley and malt and all that. Like he's getting some grains in there. So it's beer isn't nearly as bad as you think it is. It is, kids. It is. Don't drink. Don't do it. But it's not as bad as you think it is. Big Papa over on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line said, had lunch today at the Pearl. There you go, Big Papa. Used your name for a 10% discount. Had shrimp and grits, and Little Papa had catfish at Chaffalaya. Very good. Well, very good, Big Papa. Gotta love Big Papa and Little Papa. Rogers, that's our bowling teammates right there, our champion teammates. Little Papa, and of course Big Papa was out there just watching, but Little Papa was out there making it happen when Hambone stunned the world and bowled triple digits to put us over the top and get us the victory in the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame bowling event that was held up here. We took them down. Watley and Little Papa and Rogers and I think was it Mike? I think was our Mike Z. I think was our other one. And we took care of business. And then they tried to tell us we didn't win Doug Ireland tried to work us over, give us the old proverbial shaft by telling oh, congratulations to whoever this team is that won. We're like, no sir, we had more. We were better than they were, and he had to grudgingly admit that it was indeed our team that pulled out the victory. And then, by the way, we never got asked back, and they never brought the bowling event back to Shreveport again. You know why? Because they're scared. If you're scared, say you're scared. And they were clearly scared. But I get it. We're intimidating, so I can definitely understand you wanting to avoid us and what we got going on. Buster said, many fond memories of Tech Northwestern. It was a big deal around here back in the day, the state fair game. Yeah, and look, you're not necessarily going to get, FCS versus FBS kind of scenarios that often. It's better for all of us if Tech and Northwestern play, right? It's better for us, and they have played. Tech and Monroe have played. Tech and Northwestern and Monroe have played. Northwestern and Lafayette have played. Northwestern and Tulane have played. But it's one of those deals where for the in-state FBS program, there's almost way more to lose. There's way more to lose to Northwestern State in football as an FBS-FCS matchup. Way more to lose for them than if they're playing in the either in basketball, where both teams are Division I, and then, by the way, the football team's still Division I. They're just a half step down in the FCS level. But yeah, there's a lot more risk for the FBS team. Remember 14 when Northwestern State went into Ruston and beat Tech in football, and that Tech didn't live it down for a long time. They fired fireworks after the game because they had fireworks that they paid for, and they needed to fire them no matter what. And so, sure enough, Northwestern State wins the game on a last-second field goal, and the fireworks start going off in the distance, and that was a bit of a sore subject for Louisiana Tech faithful there for a bit, and understandably so. So, yeah, LSU playing Southeastern is one thing. LSU playing Nichols or Northwestern State is one thing. But, Tech playing Southeastern, ULM playing Northwestern, Tulane playing Nichols, Lafayette playing McNeese, right? Like, those are games that should be played every so often, but there's a lot more risk involved for the team that is the quote-unquote favorite or the bigger team. A lot more risk for those guys to play those games. So I understand why they don't want to play them. But that being said, right, NSU and Tech have had a series going on, which is great. Again, NSU's played Monroe. NSU's played Tulane. NSU has played Lafayette. Played Lafayette a couple years ago. Hadn't played Monroe in a bit, and haven't played Tulane in I want to say over 20 years. But those are games that would be fun. Those are games that would be great. It would be nice to have those games back. But if nothing else, at least have the FBS programs play each other. Have Monroe Tech, have Tech Lafayette, have Lafayette Tulane, all of those. Like have them all play each other. It doesn't have to be every year, but at least every few years, get a home and home series going, and again, it keeps all the money in state, right? Like what's gonna be better if Louisiana Tech plays Monroe, or Louisiana Tech plays Lafayette, or Louisiana Tech plays Tulane in Ruston as part of a home and home? Are you going to get more fans for that? Or are you going to get more fans if you go bring in go bring in Arkansas State, or go bring in, Missouri State, or whatever? You're going to get way more support, way more fans. You're going to get more money, all of that, by playing Northwestern at home than you are, or Monroe at home, or Tulane at home, or whatever, than you would be going and getting Texas State to come in and play. Right, that just your bottom line is going to be a lot better for having one of those teams in it as opposed to some team from out of state. Buster said Northwestern was leading national champion LSU in Tiger Stadium not that long ago. I was there. Yeah, as I like to remind everyone, the closest halftime score that LSU had up until I believe the playoff against Clemson, the lowest or the closest halftime margin they had was Northwestern State. The Tigers led at 24-14 at halftime, and it was funny because, and I was telling somebody about this the other day. LSU was clearly working on things. They were working on their zone defenses. Dave Aranda, this was the 19 team, the greatest team of all time. They were working on their zone defenses. They were working on clearly trying to get some things, see if they could expand the defense a little bit because they were really good in man coverage. Like everyone knew that, but could they play some zone? Could they play some different styles as they went along? And so they came out and played mostly zone in that first half, and Shelton Epler just picked them apart. The Demon offense had a great zone offense, and guys were sitting down in zones, whatever. They ran a couple of nice little sort of trick plays that motion type plays that got guys open, and really Shelton Epler was really good in that first half. Demons took a 7-0 lead. It was, I think it may have been 14-all at one point. LSU got a late pick, NSU got a late pick, but couldn't turn it into points, and ultimately ended up being 24-14 at halftime. Orgeron goes in at halftime and basically says, "All right, we're playing man the rest of the way, and we're going to heat them up," and they did. And Northwestern, I don't think they scored in the second half. I want to say the final ended up being like 60-14 or 61-14 or something like that. LSU just had their way with Northwestern in the second half because they came out, they weren't trying new things. They went back to the bread and butter and just laid waste to NSU after that. But yeah, 24-14 at halftime. I love to remind people that the closest halftime score for the 2019 LSU Tigers was Northwestern State. But those games are great, man. They're great. Even if there's not a chance in hell that a Northwestern State's going to go beat an LSU, or this coming season a Southeastern Louisiana is going to go beat an LSU, you still should play those. Why go bring in Mercer as your FC if you're going to play an FCS game, and most of them do. Especially you tend to play them later in the year, kind of in the middle of the SEC schedule. We talked about that with Alabama, right? Alabama played Mercer as their FCS opponent. If you're going to play an FCS opponent, might as well make it an in-state one. Keep the money in the state, right? The payout is whatever it is, $500,000, $300,000, $400,000, whatever they get paid, and just keep the money in state. Nichols doesn't have to travel. Northwestern State doesn't have to travel. You don't have to fly. They can bust down the night before. You pay for one night of hotel rooms in Baton Rouge or outside of Baton Rouge or wherever you want to stay, and then you turn around and boom, you're playing, and you turn around and get on the bus and go home, and you've made a bunch of money for your budget, and you've kept the money in state. If you're LSU, it's a win-win-win. So I just wish more teams would do that. I think it would make a lot of sense. Speaking of money and LSU, we mentioned Brian Kelly has stepped up to the plate. Brian Kelly has made a vow that if there is $1 million put up in the LSU collective, and he's talking about new money, by the way, new money. He said he will match up to $1 million. It's called the Kelly Family $1 Million Match Challenge. And basically what it amounts to is he and his wife, that they will personally match up to $1 million in contributions to the Tigers Name, Image, and Likeness Fund, what they're called the collective. It's called the Tiger Athletic Foundation's Excellence Fund. Will run from today until February 5th. Brian Kelly said in a statement, quote, LSU has a long and proud tradition of being one of the elite programs in college football. In order to remain among the nation's elite in this new world of college athletics, we have to be competitive in all areas of our program. I'm committed to doing all that we can to win championships at LSU. While we are not permitted to financially support our NIL efforts directly, his wife, who I think his name is Packy, I'm not 100% sure how it's pronounced, and I can certainly match this tremendous fan base's generosity by investing in the future of LSU athletics through the Tiger Athletic Foundation. Apparently when he was at Notre Dame, right after he was hired, he pledged $1 million to support the construction of a new facility for the football program. Excuse me, this was at LSU. Right after he was hired from Notre Dame, he pledged $1 million to support the construction of new facilities for the football program. It is, they're the largest donations from a sitting head coach in university history. So there you go. If you want to get involved, go check out the LSU Tiger Athletic Foundation's Excellence Fund, the NIL fund, and if you put money in, Brian Kelly's going to match it. So if you put $10 in, Brian Kelly's going to put $10 in. You put $100 in, Brian Kelly's going to put $100 in, up to $1 million. If you put $1 million in, Brian Kelly's going to put $1 million in as well. I don't know that I know anybody that could just go and write $1 million check to the LSU NIL collective. But there you go. And look, kudos to Brian Kelly, right? Putting his literal money where his proverbial mouth is. That good for him, man. That's a big thing. Obviously, he's getting paid a lot of money. He's making $8, $9, $10 million a year, whatever it is. So it's not like it's insignificant. He's not going to go bankrupt, giving matching $1 million. But at the same time, he's still giving away 1/10 of his annual income for that. So that's not nothing. But kudos to Brian Kelly, man. He's at least trying to get people involved, because look, that's kind of been the big bugaboo with LSU, right? Is that the NIL has kind of lagged behind, even though they were the first real school to talk about NIL and to discuss NIL. Apparently, they are lagging a little bit behind when it comes to NIL abilities. So, they have been great in gymnastics and women's basketball. Like, obviously, we all saw what Angel Reese was doing. We all know what Livy Dunn is up to. The baseball team has had some good NIL stuff as well with Skeens. But yeah, apparently the football program is lagging a little bit behind when it comes to what's going on with their NIL stuff. So hopefully this will jumpstart things for LSU and Brian Kelly and crew, and maybe we'll see some donations start to pour in. Who knows? But obviously, if you want to be a part of it, you can certainly do that. Go make it happen. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Hope everyone is having yourself a wonderful day. And we are definitely looking forward to having folks be able to potentially make a difference in LSU athletics, right? Brian Kelly going to make that happen for folks. All right, I fixed my Roku, so there you go. I guess if anybody cares. Don't forget, coming up at 2:20, we will chat with Tyler Moody. It will be Patrick's Picks and Moody's Moneymakers coming up at 2:20. Take a break, come back. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Join us when we return.
The holiday is coming quick. If you're looking for a perfect gift that will impress, put Tupelo honey under the tree. It's luxury honey from right here in the U.S. True Tupelo honey is only found in Northwest Florida and is only harvested 2 weeks a year. At Smiley Honey, we're shipping all over the country with guaranteed delivery in time for Christmas. Tupelo honey is sweeter, lighter, and healthier, and it doesn't crystallize. SmileyHoney.com to order today. Tupelo honey, the gold standard of honey.
Did you know there's a better way to use the bathroom? With a Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty is the original toilet stool, built to get your body into a natural squatting position on the toilet. It's clinically proven to reduce strain, time on the toilet, and get more poop out. Find yours today. Available at Walmart and Amazon.com. Join 8 million people who are having the best poop of their life. I mean, you're not going to use the bathroom with them, but you get what I'm saying. Squatty Potty, the #1 way to go #2.
Are you ready to smell better naked? I'm Dr. Shannon Klingman, the OBGYN creator of Lumi, the whole body deodorant that's clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours on pits, feet, privates, and beyond. It's pH optimized to safely and effectively control odor anywhere you have it, but wish you didn't. Plus, it's proven to work better than a shower with soap alone. Whether you shower twice a day or 3 times a week, Lumi works better. And who doesn't want zero body odor? With over 200,000 5-star reviews, I'm so sure you're going to love it, or you can return it for free.
There's a special offer for listeners. Use code 500 and get 15% off your first purchase with code 500, like the Lumi Starter Pack, Acidified Body Wash, or new Lumi Plus Sweat Control. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code 500 for 15% off your first purchase. Love it or return it for free. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code 500 to save 15% today.
It's like a match made in heaven. Louisiana rice and Louisiana crawfish. And man, oh man, do they go together. Think crawfish and rice stir fry, crawfish and rice casserole, our world famous etouffee. Simple Louisiana ingredients, rice and crawfish. Cajun, Creole, baked, fried, boiled, however you like. Just start with rice and give those little mud bugs some spicy Louisiana love. The proud farmers of certified Louisiana rice invite you to visit startwithrice.com for recipes. Brought to you by the proud farmers of certified Louisiana rice.
Parents and guardians, you can still receive summer grocery money through the Louisiana Sunbucks program. The Louisiana Sunbucks program will provide eligible families with an extra $120 per child to buy food. Families will receive a Sunbucks EBT card in the mail that can be used to buy food at retailers that accept SNAP benefits. Time is running out, so please visit sunbucks.la.gov to see if you're eligible to apply. Applications close on September 20th.
Oh, by the way, Ivan's no longer on the project. His wife got a new job, so they're moving across the country.
Robin's top researcher is deviating to a new market. This isn't standard.
And now we're short-staffed. Who's going to finish all these projects?
She needs a cluster of new data analysts, and there's no margin for error.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
The future depends on teachers who are reinventing the classroom and starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles, with an auto warranty about to expire, or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost, month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-630-9723 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. Call 800-564-9170 now. 800-564-9170. That's 800-564-9170. What do you have to lose? Call 800-564-9170. Again, 800-564-9170.
Morrison DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisdewitt.com. Bateman Lawyer Spokesperson, Shreveport, Tremors, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU sports, a Town Square Media station.
It's time for the main course with Rogers Hampton. Here's your host, Patrick Netherton.
Rogers, I know you can't see it because you're not watching the stream, but I am 100% playing air keyboards on my green screen behind me. One of the greatest music videos of all time. I keep telling you, if you've never seen it, you need to. Go watch it. It is absolutely spectacular. So good. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Confusion and pain. Pain. If you must go. Wish you love. Or luck, I don't know. I mean, you know me, Rogers. I'm just going to let the whole song play. It's one of the best in the world. Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Hambone, that's Rogers. Patrick, that's me. Hope everyone is having themselves a wonderful day. We are excited to have you with us. And man, it's a good day to have a good day. Can't argue with that. It's obviously a little bit of overcast, and that's not the best in the world. But hey, we persevere, right? That's what we do. Tyler
Breaking
Moody.
news.
Oh, do we have breaking news, Rogers?
Yes, we do.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me just see if if I can find it.
Oh, you're gonna find it.
Oh, does it have to do with your boys?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I just saw it's sources right now. So.
No, it's done.
Okay.
The Chicago Cubs are acquiring Houston Astros outfielder Kyle Tucker in exchange for third baseman Isaac Redis, pitcher Hayden Christmas, and prospect Cam Smith.
There you go.
And they're trading for Paredes in case they don't re-sign Bregman. They've at least got an outfielder, a third baseman, and
a pitcher.
Because the latest is the Astros are probably going to lose all three. Is the latest I'm hearing.
Dang.
Fromber, Tucker, and Bregman.
Dang. Yeah. So there you go. From Jeff Passan of ESPN, Chicago Cubs are acquiring Houston Astros outfielder Kyle Tucker in exchange for third baseman Isaac Paredes, pitcher Hayden Wesneski, and prospect Cam Smith. Boy, Tucker's turned into an unbelievable player too. He obviously came in with a lot of talent. There's no doubt about that. But he's been really good. But only played 78 games last year because of a shin injury. According to Jeff Passan, he immediately becomes the best player on the Chicago Cubs. And they are apparently pretty excited. You've got Paredes, who is apparently a dead pull hitter, which is great because he's a right-hander, and so that's obviously the Crawford boxes in left field. By the way, they referred to it, Rogers. Somebody hasn't gotten the memo. They referred to it as Minute Maid Park. But correct me if I'm wrong, not Minute Maid Park anymore.
No, it's some new name that it's slipping my mind right now.
Yeah, I can't remember it either. Minute Maid the juice box was easy to remember. Like that made sense. But apparently not going to be Minute Maid Park anymore. So yeah, you got that, and then Paredes, who again pull hitter, 19 home runs last season. He's only played in he's only been playing for 5 years in the bigs. Wesneski appeared in 68 career games for the Cubs, including 22 as a starter. Career ERA of under 4. Came from the Yankees in 22. And Cam Smith, also Rogers, a very good golfer too. Cam Smith, along with Cameron Young, one of the top golfers out there. I believe Cam Smith actually went to the Live Tour, if I recall correctly. Cam Smith was the 14th overall pick out of Florida State in last year's draft. Hit home runs in 6 straight games for Single-A Myrtle Beach last August, and played mostly third base in college. So there you go, a little breaking news for you. Kyle Tucker is on the move and will be heading to the Chicago Cubs. Isaac Paredes, the third baseman, pitcher Hayden Wesneski, and prospect Cam Smith, also apparently an infielder, all coming to the Astros. So there you go. Rogers, I know you'll be sad to see Tucker leave. Not a lot of guys that hit without batting gloves anymore, and Tucker was one of them. It's always cool to see him.
EH called in this morning to talk to me about it with Fletcher, and he was with they got to keep all 3. I said, man, my gut feeling says they could lose all 3,
right,
maybe keep 2 or 3, but there's no way they're keeping all 3. And this morning I figured if they would let anybody go, it'd be Fromber, because one game he's throwing a no-hitter, the next game they score 6 runs in the second inning.
Right.
So I figured you're going to keep your offensive right fielder and your offensive shortstop, because you can go get other pitchers.
Yes.
But so I knew one of them was going to go. I was just hoping the hitters would stay, because in that ballpark you can score runs, and those 2 guys are big RBI guys.
Right.
Now it's just going to be interesting to see if they actually give Bregman his money, or because they traded for a third baseman is just kind of a sign on the wall that, hey, we're not going to be able to pay Bregman. Somebody's got to go. So,
right.
Because Bregman gets paid now. Tucker would have been after next year. So they've cleared that out. So there's money now to give to Bregman and maybe enough to keep Fromber. So I went with this morning. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, Meatloaf. And I was telling EH, I figured if we keep 2 out of the 3, be happy, because there's a chance you can lose all 3.
Rogers, don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Sorry. I know you're not feeling good enough for me to be making that those kind of puns, my friend. So I apologize. Lord, I apologize, and be with the pygmies down in New Guinea. Certainly. Yeah, so there you go. Little baseball news in the middle of or toward the end of football season here. I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. Good on Hambone for seeing that. Of course, Hambone's got the TVs on. Roger's the only TV in my office is tuned to me. So I mean, I guess I could. I've got this thing over here. I could watch anything I wanted if I wanted to. But especially now that I've fixed the thing, yeah, I could tune it to anything I want right now. Watch some YouTube TV if I want to. You never know. Jamie G over on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line says, I'd rather see Tucker go than Bregman. Hambone, where do you fall on
I would have rather kept Tucker. I'd have rather kept Tucker because he's younger and could play longer for the Astros. You just happen to catch Bregman in his best year where he won the Silver Slugger Award, won a Gold Glove, had one of his better years.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting a little long in the tooth. So I would have rather gone with the guy who's going to be 25 and probably be your right fielder for the next, 8 to 10 years.
Right.
But Bregman is such a fan favorite, and Jose Altuve has gone out of his way publicly to ask the owner to sign Alex Bregman, that he's meant more to this team even I have, and keep him.
Well, we know that's not true, Rogers.
If they keep him, it's going to be because Jose gets his way.
Right.
But as far as a youth thing and how much longer they could be an Astro, I would have picked Tucker, because you can go out and get shortstop and third baseman, and by letting Carlos Correa go and bringing in Pena, you prove that.
Right. I mean, Jeremy Pena is the perfect example.
Yeah, exactly. And you can get somebody to play third base. So right now we're down to, I said if we keep 2 out of 3, I'd be happy. Well, that's where we're at the max right now.
Yeah. And as you said, Rogers, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Thank you, Meatloaf. Or as Brando famously told us about when he met Meatloaf, and I think they were playing in a golf tournament or something. I don't remember. Anyway, he met Meatloaf one year, and he's like, "Hey, Meatloaf." He's like, "Oh, just call me Meat." I literally asked him to call him Meat, which is insane, by the way. Absolutely insane and hilarious. So good on him for that. All right, the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM, Rogers and Patrick, that is us. We are super excited that you have decided to join us here on the show. Don't forget, coming up in about 9 minutes or so, we'll chat with Tyler Moody. We'll have Patrick's Picks and Moody's Moneymakers. Moody coming off of for him a bad week. He went 2-4-1 last week, and we have to talk about the Mike Evans thing. Just goes to show you, A, how dialed in Vegas is when it comes to lines and things like that, but also B, just how insane it is to try to bet. Like I don't bet sports, like, period. I don't put money on sports. The most I might ever do is I might occasionally get in on a square or something, but for the most part, I don't bet. I don't bet, especially money. Like, I don't put money on sports. That's not how I've operated. I don't make enough money to bet to start with, and so I definitely don't need to be putting any money on sports. But the Mike Evans thing is one of the craziest things I've ever seen, in terms of how the line went and how it ended up. It was just astounding. It was absolutely astounding. And we'll talk about that with Tyler Moody coming up in just a bit. Also, Marshawn Lattimore, we mentioned, he is going to make his debut for the Washington Commanders, and he is going to make his debut against the Saints. By the way, Saints and Cowboys, both underdogs this weekend. So we'll discuss that. Obviously, no LSU game to pick, so Moody and I will pick the Saints and the Cowboys games. By the way, we mentioned the Cowboys are underdogs to the Panthers. It is the first time that Carolina has been a favorite in a game in 33 games. That's the last time that they were a favorite in a game, 33 games ago. So yeah, a wild happenstance going on there in the realm of the NFL. 33 games. Jamie G said, not really that true. Chipper retired at 39. Yeah, I mean, Chipper's a Hall of Famer, dude. Like, we're not sure if Bregman or Tucker is going to get there, right? They both have had really nice careers so far, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are going to end up in the Hall of Fame. So it's hard to say with any certainty what's going to happen, who's going to end up where, all of that stuff. So, yeah, I don't know that we know yet what the future is, and all of this is a roll of the dice, really, on whether you believe that Bregman is the guy, whether you believe that Tucker's the guy, who should you keep if you keep anybody. It makes sense to me. You probably get more for Tucker than you do for Bregman at this point. So to me, it makes sense that you trade him because you probably have the ability to get more for him than you would at this point with Bregman. But again, we don't know. We just don't know what the scenario is going to be at this point. So there you go. It is the Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Rogers and Patrick, that's us. Hope everyone is having themselves a wonderful day, and we look forward to chatting with Tyler Moody next on the Patrick Netherton Show.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a mom of 4 and I work for Lumi Deodorant. Yes, you heard that right. I sell deodorant for a living. And not just any deodorant. It's Lumi, the whole body deodorant that was created by an OBGYN who thought about body odor differently. Lumi is clinically proven to keep you shower fresh and control odor for 72 hours. You guys, 72 hours. How? Lumi stops odor before it even starts by paralyzing the bacteria that causes it. Stop the bacteria and stop the odor. It's seriously that simple. And it's super gentle too. pH optimized and made without harsh chemicals so you can safely use it anywhere on your body. And now Lumi comes in a spray, giving you another way to stay fresh and confident all day. How will you, Lumi?
There's a special offer for listeners. Use code 5555 and get 15% off your first purchase with code 5555. LUMEdeodorant.com, code 5555 for 15% off your first purchase. Love it or return it for free. That's LUMEdeodorant.com, code 5555 to save 15% today.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Go bananas.
I will. Hey, make it a large.
Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
It's your last chance to snag Dell Technologies' lowest prices of the year before the holidays. The future is on sale today with limited time deals on select PCs like the XPS 16 that accelerate AI with Intel Core Ultra processors. This is their biggest sale of the year and the best time to upgrade, but it's only here for a limited time. Shop now at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
The
Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl matchup is now set, pitting the Marshall Thundering Herd against the number 22 Army West Point Black Knights, and Bowl Week is packed with excitement from the Mardi Gras Preview Parade and Battle of the Bands to the free Rally on the Red concert. Get your tickets now at RadianceTechnologiesIndependenceBowl.com and join us for the ultimate football celebration kicking off at 8:15 on Saturday, December 18th in prime time. Don't miss it. The Radiance Technologies Independence Bowl, where legends are made.
Are you looking for a rewarding career in the dental field? Shreveport Bossier Family Dental is hiring now. They have exciting opportunities for associate dentists, chairside dental assistants, registered dental hygienists, and administrative assistants. Whether you're just starting or ready to take your career to the next level, they have full-time positions available across Shreveport, Bossier City, and beyond. Join their growing team today. Visit ShreveportBossierDental.com to apply now. Your new career awaits at Shreveport Bossier Family Dental.
Got junk piling up? Trash Bandits is here to help. As a locally owned business in Shreveport, we offer fast and friendly service for all of your junk removal and dumpster rental needs. From residential cleanouts to commercial projects, we've got you covered. Our professional team ensures a hassle-free experience with prompt, efficient service. Call 318-562-3122 now and let Trash Bandits take care of the mess. Quick, reliable, and right in your neighborhood. Check us out online at trashbanditsla.com.
Let's face it, winter can be a hard season. It's cold pretty much all the time. Blizzard, you have to shovel. Another blizzard, you slip on ice. But you know what makes winter suck a little less? Getting a free phone. Join Cricket Nation and get a free Samsung Galaxy A15 5G. Ooh, ouch. Welcome to enjoying more. Welcome to Cricket Nation. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Cricket 5G is not available everywhere. Must open a new line on the $60 unlimited plan. First month service charge and tax due at sale. Fees, terms, and other restrictions apply. See cricketwireless.com for details.
Morse & DeWitt Injury Lawyers built a practice on representing real people with real injuries and have obtained real results. Their success stories speak for themselves. Visit morrisedewitt.com. Paid non-lawyer spokesperson, Shreveport, Trey Morris, LA 2417188. Results may vary.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger, Shreveport's home for LSU sports.
Floating through the airwaves like smooth hickory smoke, Patrick Netherton.
Hammer of the Gods, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, why. That's, of course, why this was in Thor. I think this was in Love and Thunder. I don't remember which one it was. Welcome you back to the Patrick Netherton Show, right here on 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Roger's back in the studio. I'm Patrick here at the house, and joining us now, the man, the myth, the legend. He is Tyler Moody. You can find him on all of his social media at Moody Mac TV. That's MOODYMAC TV, where you can find him. Moody, how are you, my friend?
Hey, brother, I'm doing pretty well today. It's a nice, lovely Friday out here in Shreveport. So I'm doing well.
Yeah, it's real pretty. It's all overcast and cold, and supposed to rain all day tomorrow. You know, just ugh.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't know, man. If you give me this weather or 100, I'm probably going to take 100. Assuming that it's sunny, like and nice, you know, not gross and overcast and raining. Moody, before we get into your picks, let's get you're a baseball guy. Tucker to the Cubs. Yep. What are we thinking?
Mm-hmm. Well, it means that the Houston Astros are going into a rebuild, is what I think it has to mean. I would have signed Kyle Tucker to a long-term deal if I was Houston. That's just my personal opinion. I think the return is okay. He only had one more year left on his deal. I totally understand it from the Cubs' point of view. I mean, it's a great deal for them. Kyle Tucker's a piece you can build a franchise around. I don't know for Houston, man. It's pretty obvious that they have to be going into a rebuild. I think they should have paid him. They should have built a franchise around him and Jordan moving forward, but that's not going to be the case, it looks like. So, as a Rangers fan, I personally love it.
Do you think that perhaps this is because they were trying to marshal their forces to keep Bregman, which is something that Altuve specifically asked for?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. I think you should keep Kyle Tucker over Alex Bregman. That's just me personally. But, I mean, I don't know, man. I think this is one of those things that's going to take time to pan out because maybe Houston has something in place with Tucker where they think they can re-sign him. They got a couple prospects. Maybe they re-sign him when it comes back up. That's always possible. I don't think that is what is going to happen. But I don't know. It's a curious move for Houston. It really is.
Well, we'll see how it all plays out. That's why we don't get paid the big bucks to make these decisions. Simply to talk. Right. We get paid big bucks simply to talk about the people that make these decisions. That's what we're here for.
But it's great. As a Rangers fan, we fully support Houston tearing it down and starting that business. If they want to trade away Jordan as well, we would love that.
I'm pretty sure if they traded away Jordan, you'd see the. I'm pretty sure Houston would revolt at that point. Like.
They would need to just burn everything down.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I think Mattress Mac would probably come for the Astros at that point. Oh, it would be madness. All right, so last week, Moody, a rough slate for you. Let's talk about Mike Evans for a second, Moody, because this is simultaneously. Why I don't bet actual money on sports and never really have. And it is also why Vegas is absolutely crazy, like how good they are. You had Mike Evans over 69.5 receiving yards last week. And Moody, how many receiving yards did Mike Evans have?
He finished with 69.
Yeah, couldn't get a half a yard. Couldn't find a half a yard in there anywhere. Like, come on, man. Like, this is insane. Seriously. Like, it's one thing when Vegas knows that a point spread's going to be around 3 or 4 or 7 or 8 or whatever, like that, or an over-under, but like to legitimately get a guy's actual personal stats like that, they're wizards, man. They're wizards. I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah, and he also had a 20-yarder called back on a holding penalty in the fourth quarter that really hurt me. So yeah.
But Vegas knew. They knew that he would have a 20-yarder that would be called back. That's why they had it at 69 and not 89.
Exactly.
I mean, it's ridiculous, like how good Vegas is at these things. I don't get it. Anyway,
I think the hook has gotten me like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah. Packers especially. Yeah. The Packers seem to be your hook team. Especially. Yeah. The hook gets you with the Packers every time. So you finished 2-4-1 this week, and no thanks to Mike Evans not getting an extra yard. Meanwhile, I went 5-2 last week. So Moody, as near as I can tell, I am a half game ahead of you. in the standings.
Okay.
So basically what I do is with ties, I do half of them to a win and half of them to a loss, right? I figure that's kind of the seems to be the way to do it. I am 57-47-1, which means if you take the tie out, I am actually 57.5 and 47.5. Meanwhile, you're 55-46-4. You put 2 on the win and 2 on the losses for your 4 ties, and you are 57-48. 57-48. So as far as I can tell, I am a half game ahead of you in the standings. The good news is, if you're with us, you're currently 19 games over 500. So
making money.
Yeah. So if you're with us, you're doing well for yourself, and I feel good about that. All right, Moody, no LSU, obviously, on this week's slate, so we go with our 2 must picks in the NFL. Let's start with the Panthers and the Cowboys. Panthers are favored in a game for the first time in 33 games. They are a 2.5-point favorite, last I saw, over the Cowboys at home. What do you think, Moody? Panthers minus 2.5 at home against the Cowboys, who, by the way, were a muffed punt or a bad punt, a touching of a punt away from arguably beating the Bengals, who are, although their record doesn't show it, they're a pretty good team. So I don't know. What do you think?
I'd rather this game not even be played.
You and me both. Like, Moody, I'm like, if I had to bet my life on this game, I would just die. Like, I don't,
heard that.
Like, I don't want to do any, like, you couldn't pay me enough money. Like, if you gave me a free bet, like your boy Mintz and his $20,000 free bet or whatever, do not bet any free money, your money, whatever. Do not bet this game. I don't know. This is weird. I hate this game.
By the way, they made him give his bet because he missed his flight and stuff and had to cancel the bet that day. He had to give his $25,000 free bet to the production team, and the production team ended up using the bet, and they actually hit it and won. So
there you go.
Mint screwed himself, but helped other people out.
Yeah, I did see it was like he got to the airport like an hour and 15 minutes before the flight or whatever, and there was a line out the door or whatever. Yeah, come on, man. You can't. Holiday season, you better be at the airport 4 hours ahead of time if you know it's good for you.
Well, here's the thing: if I had a $25,000 free bet, I would have been so jacked up to get back and get in the game that that would have been the only thing on my mind. I don't understand how he managed to pull that off.
Look, your boy is special in a lot of ways, Moody, and that is certainly one of the ways that clearly travel is not his friend. That is for sure. All right, so Panthers minus 2.5 against the Cowboys. I'm going to let you go first because I have no clue.
Yeah, I'm taking the Cowboys here. I don't love it. I mean, there's just no way to like this. But I am going to take Dallas. But I had no reason other than Carolina is just truly awful. And I think Dallas is slightly above truly awful. So that's where I'm at.
I think, Moody, the Panthers are going to be so stoked about being favorites for the first time in 33 games that they're going to go out and win. Bryce Young has played a little bit better over the last several weeks. So, I think maybe they're a team that's got a little more, Dallas is going through a disappointment of a season. Whereas I feel like Carolina maybe thinks they're building, right? That there's maybe some positive momentum for them. They lost close last week, like all of that. So, again, hate the game. Don't want to have anything to do with it, but I'll take the Panthers minus 2.5 at home. And you know what, Vegas, make them a favorite next week. I don't know who they play next week. All right, Moody. Meanwhile, you've got Jake Haener and his fabulous picture that is circulating around the internet. Did you see that, by the way?
No, I have not actually.
That Yahoo used. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to you real quick because he took a bunch of almost like glamour shots of the various with him in his uniform or whatever, and for some reason, I don't know why, Yahoo Sports chose to use this photo, and I'm sending it to you right now. Chose to use this photo as it literally looks like one of those actors playing a quarterback in a movie that doesn't know how to throw. Like, it's awful. It is awful. But that's the picture they use. So as I said, it's kind of fabulous, fabulous. So
It looks like an AI generated.
It does.
Photo
Also, his head's off to the side weirdly, like it's not coming straight out of the hole in his pads, like it's off. I don't know. It's a very strange photo in so many ways, and he's like giving blue steel to the camera or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, that guy is starting for the Saints against the Commanders, who, by the way, have Marshawn Lattimore for the first time, who's coming back to New Orleans. Commanders are a 7.5-point favorite in New Orleans. What do you think?
I just think Washington beats the mess out of them here. I don't know what the Saints have left to play for at this point. All they really have offensively is Kamara. I think the Commanders are going to do everything that they can to just hone in on him and shut him down. I don't know that the guys on the outside, like their best receiver right now is Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and he's only been good because Carr's been able to get him the ball. I don't think Haener can do that. I think Washington makes this a cakewalk and blows New Orleans out.
Here's the crazy thing, though. The Saints are only 2 games out of the division. So, they would probably have to win all 4, and they've got the Packers next week, so it's not likely to happen. But I'm going to take the Saints. 7.5 is a lot of points. It really is. I don't think the Saints win this game. I just think they will keep it within a touchdown. Let's just say maybe one of those late scores kind of thing, and wouldn't surprise me if you get a late Spencer Rattler entry and Rattler does something like that to lead a late touchdown. Not again, game out of hand, not gonna win, but look, if nothing else, Jake Haener is fabulous. We know that. All right, it is time. You get 5 picks of your own, Mr. Moody. I'll let you start.
Well, this isn't one of my favorite games of the week, but I'm going to take it because Vegas is just trying to tell us to do it. I'm taking the Ravens -16 against the Giants. You never see a point total that high unless Vegas is expecting a true blowout here, and I agree with them. The Giants can't stop the run, and I just think that it's going to be a rough one out there for New York. I think they're going to get run all over. Derrick Henry goes for $150+. And Baltimore blows out New York.
So funny enough, Moody, because I don't have enough college games, I had to look into the NFL, and I saw that line, and I 100% told myself this is a trap. Like, Vegas is begging you to take the Giants +16 because they know the Ravens are going to blow the Giants out by probably 25 or 30. And so, Moody, I'm taking the Giants +16 against the Ravens. I can't do it. I know it's a trap. I understand, like, my brain knows what's going on here. My brain understands the betting, why this line is set the way it is. My brain, my heart will not let me take an NFL team. I should stay away from it, honestly, but I can't take, honestly, I should, but I cannot. So I'm taking the Giants +16. It's one of my picks this week. I have it written down. I'm going to go Giants +16 against the Ravens. I have no good reason for it. The Giants suck. Brian Daboll and probably their GM are both gone by the end of the season, I'm guessing. But I don't care. I can't do it. I can't let 16 points lay out there in the NFL. Just can't do it. So there you go. All right, your next pick.
Next up for me, I have the Green Bay Packers -2.5 here against Seattle. It's on the road. This is a trap spot, honestly. This is the one I should be staying away from, but I can't help myself. Green Bay's a good team. I've been around with the Packers all year. They've been winning these games. They're just not covering. They'll probably win this one by 2.
Right.
But give me Green Bay -2.5.
And by the way, Seahawks.
Eventually, they got to step up for me.
Seahawks quietly have had a really good year.
Yeah, they're not bad.
No, everybody kind of counted them out. Why'd you sign Geno Smith to the big contract, the career backup or whatever? And, Geno Smith, even though he's thrown too many picks this year, he's thrown for nearly 3,500 yards. So not a bad one. I'm going to do my other NFL pick. And, Moody, here again, I'm telling you, I'm falling into the trap. I understand that the Chiefs don't do anything but win close games, right? I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they only a 4-point favorite at the Browns? Browns have not been any good this year.
I agree with that for sure.
Yeah, Browns have not been any good this year. They're 3-10. I can't lay off of it. I can't. It's everything in my heart tells me that Vegas is tricking me, and I'm falling into the trap. But I'm going to fall right in It's just like, it's just like if you put if you had one of those pit, traps that has like grass covering it, but you put like a rack of really good ribs right on top of it. Like, I'm just going to go fall into the trap trying to get them ribs. So I'm going to get the ribs here. I'm going to go Chiefs -4 at the Browns. I can't help myself. Can't help myself.
Well, I'm right there with you. I'm going Chiefs -4 as well.
Okay.
This is a really bad matchup for Cleveland because Jameis turns the ball over and that Kansas City defense is so good. I think they're gonna give Jameis fits. I mean, maybe Jameis pulls something off late and brings them back a little bit, but I just don't think that's going to be the case. I think Cleveland gets blown out here as well. So give me Kansas City -4.
All right. Well, let me get into my my college picks. I got to pick Army Navy. For goodness sakes. I mean, Army's coming to the Independence Bowl, which is awesome. They're 11-1. They might be 12-1 when they show up at the Independence Bowl, which is insane, against whoever Marshall has left to play in that game. Look, Army-Navy game, weirdly not always close, even though it's a huge rivalry. I'm going to take Army -6.5. Moody, I'm giving it the old Independence Bowl bump. Right? They know they're coming to Shreveport. They're so excited for coming to Shreveport that they are going to make sure that they take care of Navy so they represent as well as they can in Shreveport. They want to be 12-1 when they come to the port city. So give me Army -6.5 against Navy in one of the best spectacles in all of sports.
I like that. I'm a fan.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad.
Next up for me, I'm taking the Texans and Dolphins over 46.5. Houston's not playing good defense right now. That Miami offense is great on turf. I just think both quarterbacks play well in this game. One thing about C.J. Stroud, he is much better at home. His home road splits are like 110 yards different. It's crazy. But I think it's going to be a game where both offenses show up. Give me Dolphins, Texans over 46.5.
Over 46.5. All right. My next pick, I'm going to go with another bowl game. Have no idea which bowl game it is. It's actually the first bowl game of the season, and it is South Alabama versus Western Michigan. Moody, I will give you $1 if you can tell me who the South Alabama head coach is.
I think you've asked me this before.
I mean, probably. I've asked you something
remember.
akin to this. That would be former Texas quarterback Major Applewhite. That is the head coach of the Jags of South Alabama. I like South Alabama. I love how they run the ball. They do run in very unique ways. You may recall they put up 80 against Northwestern State earlier this year. I like South Al. I like the way they run the ball. I feel like everyone's playing. No one's hit the portal or whatever. So give me South Alabama -8 against Western Michigan in the whichever bowl game that is. I don't remember.
Next up, I've got the Jets team total.
Okay.
Over, what was it here? I had it written down. Over 20.5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I did the same thing last week with the Titans. It did not pan out. We'll see if this pans out. Give me Jets over 20.5 team total against the Titans.
Yeah, I think they scored 6 last week.
But that's, and this is I'm an idiot for betting on two quarterbacks that are playing poor right now. But I just think Jacksonville's defense is awful. They've been getting gashed all season. I don't know. The problem last week is Tennessee decided they were going to try and run the football instead of just throwing it all over them. I don't think that'll be the case here with Rodgers and Devontae Adams. I think they're just going to sling it around out there.
All right, my final pick, I'm going to yet another bowl game. Let me see. Let me look at the bowl game schedule right here. Get away from the playoffs. It is, okay, so South Alabama and Western Michigan are playing in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl, as you knew. That one is in the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Also another reason to take South Alabama. It's a home game, basically. And then I'm also going to take the Memphis, West Virginia game. That is the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl being played at Toyota Stadium in Frisco, Texas, which, by the way, just lost the FCS National Championship for the next couple of years because the stadium is being renovated. So the FCS National Championship, after it's played this year, is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee for the next couple of years. And Frisco better hope they get it back because, a lot of times people have gone to Nashville for a little while and ended up not coming back. So hope they figure it out. Memphis, 5-point favorite against West Virginia. West Virginia lost their coach. They've already got Rich Rod, but I don't know that they've already got kids in the portal. Memphis says as a top 25 ranking, they're playing for something. West Virginia doesn't feel like they're playing for anything. So give me Memphis -5 against West Virginia in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. The Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. There you go. All right, so to recap, Moody, 55, 46, and 4. He's got Ravens -16 at the Giants. He's got Packers -2.5 at Seattle. He's got Chiefs -4 at the Browns. A lot of road favorites this week, Moody. Got Dolphins at Texans over 46.5. Got the Jets going over 20.5 at the Jaguars. Then he's got the Commanders -7.5 at the Saints, and one underdog on the road, that is the Cowboys +2.5 at the Panthers. I, on the other hand, have Army -6.5 against Navy, South Alabama -8 against Western Michigan in the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl. Got South Alabama -8 versus Western Michigan. As I just said, I've got Memphis -5 against West Virginia in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. I've got Chiefs -4 at the Browns, as does Moody. I've got Giants +16 against the Ravens because I just can't give up 16 points in the NFL. And I'm opposite of Moody on our must picks. Saints +7.5 against the Commanders. Panthers -2.5 against the Cowboys. And Moody, before you go, we actually have a request on the request line. We got a text on the Bobby L. Greene Plumbing text line, and it said, "Who does Moody like, Eagles or Steelers?"
I kind of like Philly in that game, to be honest. But I'm riding the Philly train right now. I think they're playing really good football. Their ability to run the ball, and that's going to be the key point in this game. Can Philly run the ball against a pretty stout Steelers defense? I think they'll be able to find a way. I like Philly in that game. It's probably the best game of the week, though. I mean, it's an exciting one to watch. I just don't feel super confident betting against the Steelers, but if I had to, I would take Philly for sure.
By the way, have you seen the Saquon Barkley stat about the number of touchdowns that he doesn't have?
Yeah, like 11 that ended up going
10,
to Jalen Hurts.
I think
crazy
10.
stuff.
Yeah, I think 10 times he had the ball down to the 1 yard line. And 10 times Jalen Hurts scored a touchdown off of those. Like, that's just come on, man. Give Saquon his TDs, man. He's still got 11, but come on, that dude should have 20 at this point, for real. Moody, you're the best, my friend, as always. We're going to go to the end of the regular season, so just a couple more weeks. Although in a couple weeks we won't have a show at all for the whole week, so we'll get those picks out there. Brother, have a great weekend, my friend.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate you.
All right. That's Tyler Moody. Patrick's picks and Moody's Moneymakers. Oh, let's go. Chingity ching hee haw hee haw.
Hey, chingity ching. It's Dominic the donkey. Chingity ching. The Italian Christmas donkey.
La la la. Oh, so good. So good. Hey, Dominique, the Christmas donkey. Hey. Couldn't climb the hills of Italy. The Patrick Netherton Show, 1130 The Tiger, 103.3 FM. Back to wrap it up for the week.
You never see him kick. When Santa visits his paisans with Dominic, he'll be. Because the reindeer cannot climb the hills of Italy. Hey, jingity jing. It's Dominic the donkey. Jingity jing. The Italian Christmas donkey. La la.
Sex trafficking is in your own backyard. The worst corridor is from New Orleans to Houston. Victims are forced and coerced into trafficking, and their families are often involved. Metanoia Manor is a safe house for trafficked girls. It helps them heal physically, mentally, spiritually, and provides education and life skills. Metanoia Manor is supported by donations, and we need your help. To donate, go to helpprotectthesegirls.org. LifeMD.com.
Prescription products require completion of an online medication consultation with an independent healthcare provider through the LifeMD platform and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Individual results may vary. Additional restrictions apply at LifeMD.com. Read all warnings before using GLP-1s. Side effects may include a risk of thyroid C-cell tumors. Do not use GLP-1s if you or your family have a history of thyroid cancer.
Should GLP-1 weight loss medication like Wegovy and Zepbound cost hundreds of dollars? We don't think so. TryLifeMD.com helps provide insurance access to the leading GLP-1 medications. Visit TryLifeMD.com and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0. Listen to Tara's story after losing 42 pounds.
You just take your shot. It doesn't feel like you're on a diet. What I wasn't expecting it to do was to shut off the food noise. I'd gone from 237 to 195. This was life-altering, and if I can do it, I feel like anybody can do it.
Get started right now and check your eligibility for GLP-1 medication with copays as low as $0 at TryLifeMD.com. That's TryLifeMD.com.
Hey there, Shreveport. Are you tired of boring cookie-cutter marketing campaigns that put you to sleep faster than a lullaby? Then it's time to switch to Town Square Shreveport. We're not your average marketing agency. Our team of experts is like the Avengers of advertising, with each member bringing their unique superpowers to the table. Need a killer social media strategy? We've got you covered. Want a website that looks like it was designed by a unicorn? We can make it happen. Need a radio commercial that's funnier than your grandpa's jokes? Well, we can't promise that, but we'll try our best. At Town Square Shreveport, we don't just create marketing campaigns, we create experiences that people will remember for years to come. So if you want to be the talk of the town, call us for your free business analysis at 318-688-1130. 318-688-1130. Town Square Shreveport. We're not just good, we're hilarious. Okay, maybe not hilarious, but we're definitely worth a shot.
Everyone's broken a phone. But not just anybody can fix one. Don't trust your phone to a fly-by-night shop. And don't try to fix it yourself. Let the experts at Batteries Plus keep you connected by replacing your screen, repairing your phone, or replacing the battery for you. Walk in anytime or make an appointment at batteriesplus.com and save $10. Trust the experts at Batteries Plus.
The future depends on teachers who are reinventing the classroom and starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
The holiday is coming quick. If you're looking for a perfect gift that will impress, put Tupelo honey under the tree. It's luxury honey from right here in the U.S. True Tupelo honey is only found in Northwest Florida and is only harvested 2 weeks a year. At Smiley Honey, we're shipping all over the country with guaranteed delivery in time for Christmas. Tupelo honey is sweeter, lighter, and healthier, and it doesn't crystallize. SmileyHoney.com to order today. Tupelo honey, the gold standard of honey.
This holiday season, Straight Talk Wireless is letting you say yes a lot more with real unlimited data. Yes to sharing pics of the ugliest holiday sweaters. Yes to checking weather on the go for surprise sledding trips. And with a free phone at sign up, let the yes-tivities begin.
No way!
Yes way. Straight Talk, real unlimited data. Available at Walmart or straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 1/5/25 while supplies last at participating stores. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store activation on select single line plans. Limit of 2 phones per customer. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com.
Let's play Bet Your Life. It's the game show where you gamble not only your life, but those of your passengers and fellow drivers when you get behind the wheel after drinking.
If only it was just a game. It only takes one bad decision to change your life forever. Getting behind the wheel after you've been drinking is one of them. Don't play games that nobody can win. Drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by NHTSA.
You've heard a lot of remarkable things about the Pearl Restaurant, located at Fern and 70th. In addition to the incredible food and drinks, the Pearl is now open for dinner 7 days a week, plus lunch or brunch on the weekends. The bar opens at 3, the restaurant opens at 4 Monday through Thursday, and it opens at 11 a.m. all weekend long. Amazing Louisiana-style food with flavor profiles unlike anything you'll find in the state. A 47-foot bar serving signature cocktails, spirits, wine, and beer. An unrivaled selection of both raw and cooked oysters. Plus, the Pearl is serving up amazing old-school favorites like burgers and certified Angus steaks, dry-aged and rubbed in their special Pearl dust. Both the burgers and steaks are Rogers Hampton approved, which is the most prestigious award that a food can receive. The Pearl Restaurant, 6871 Fern Avenue, right off East 70th. Whether you want an amazing lunch on the weekend or an elegant dinner any day of the week, the Pearl has you covered. Let them treat you right at the Pearl.
Michael and Justin Greene have great news about Bobby L. Greene, your home team.
We saw the need for a heating and cooling contractor that could do the same thing that we've offered plumbing services for many, many years, and we decided to jump into the AC and heating space.
We just saw the opportunity to provide another service to our customers, to be a one-stop shop, to take care of their needs and be there and provide the same quality service that we've always provided.
3 generations of local service. Bobby L. Greene, 318-631-0235.
Restore me, refuel me, rejuvenate me. RejuveMeMedical.com.
The previous program was paid for by Tim Fletcher. KWKH and K277DO Shreveport, 103.3 FM and 1130 The Tiger. Bossier City's home for LSU Sports, a Town Square Media station.
Let's get to the meat of the matter with producer Rogers Hampton.
Hey, boy!
Here's your master of ceremonies, Patrick Netherton.
Oh, you know we're working for the weekend. Our show brought to you by the Pearl in Shreveport and Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Get in touch with our fine friends at Bobby L. Greene at 631-0235 or hook it up at greeneplumbing.com, Greene plumbing.com. Whether you need heating, whether you need cooling, whether you need plumbing work, I mean, almost everything. Pretty much everything but electrical they can handle at Bobby L. Greene Plumbing. Go check them out and, of course, tell them you heard about it right here on the Patrick Netherton Show. And also, don't forget, it's a great weekend to go hit the Pearl in Shreveport. 70th and Fern Avenue. You already heard Big Papa, if you were listening earlier in the show, Big Papa telling us about how good it was at the Pearl. Hear him and Little Papa. They both had a great time. Got the 10% discount by mentioning our show. And living the good life, man. That's what we're all about. Living the good life. And the Pearl is certainly the good life. Lunch on the weekends, dinner every day of the week. The char-grilled oysters, the raw oysters. Buster is a big fan of the raw oysters. He loves them. And look, Buster's a raw oyster guy. So if he likes them, you know they're going to be good. And he does indeed enjoy the raw oysters. So go check them out at the Pearl, 70th and Fern Avenue. Right there in the white and brick building with the black awnings. That is how you find the Pearl. All right, we made it through the week. Hambone, man, get some rest, brother. Get some, again, if you need a delivery, Hambone, of anything, please holler at me. I know you know how to use the delivery services, but I'm free, and I will drop whatever you need off at the doorstep, my friend. So. Hope you get to feeling better, brother, and we will obviously, if you need me for anything this weekend, just holler. I will be happy to deliver for my boy Hambone. All right, I'll have Patrick's picks and Moody's Moneymakers posted on the internets in just a bit. Don't forget to say nice things and go do our be sure and Give our sponsors a lot of love, the Pearl in Shreveport and Bobby L. Greene Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Don't forget the special this weekend, the steak with the pasta looks absolutely incredible, so definitely go make sure you get a little bit of that as well. So we encourage you to go and have a good weekend. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I know Christmas in the Sky is this weekend, so I'm sure some people are going to that. Hambone and I aren't going to that, I can tell you that. We definitely aren't making plans for that. But please take care of yourselves, everybody. Want you to be good and have fun and have a great weekend so that we can see you back here on Monday from 1 to 3. So for Rogers Hampton, I'm Patrick Netherton. Y'all have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here